EU member states, their economy is, well, it's going gun-ho, it is. No matter what Richie Sunak might say and the Tories, they're very selective about their figures, you see. But the fact is that the EU, including Germany, who's been criticised again and again and again by the UK, regarding, oh yeah, our economy is growing faster than Germany's, what have you. Well, Germany had a rather massive hit because of Russia and their energy, Nord Stream and all that. It cost them an absolute fortune, damaged their economy. But you see, now that the US is imposing tariffs on China, which are about to come into play, and the US is calling upon the EU to back the US regarding these tariffs, and they will, because the EU's economy is doing very, very well out of it. Already there's a 48 billion deficit in favour of the EU, or trade deficit. More exports, you see, going to the United States from the EU. And there was Richie Sunak and all his ilk telling us all we're going to have a trade deal with the United States and the UK. Never materialised. And they have no interest. No. Can you remember when Obama came over? He got very criticised, didn't he? For interfering in UK politics. By Nigel Farage, etc. And now that hypocrite has gone over to the United States and trying to push or help Donald Trump to win his election in his election campaign. The hypocrisy is just astounding. It's just, well, Obama was right. He said that the UK would be at the bottom of the list. And why wouldn't it be? End of the day, the EU's got 450 million people and a much larger economy than the UK. Of course, he wants to deal with the EU first and have access to 27 member states, plus others. Just makes perfect sense, wouldn't you say? But you see, since the US has raised tariffs on China, well, it's actually coming in this month, I believe, end of this month, the next stage of tariffs. It's going to obviously increase the US's ability to support its own industry, but also industries in the EU as well. It's like an alliance. Now, the US is leaning on Europe, though, you see, to help defend against a surge of Chinese exports onto the global markets. And that's obviously going to include these EVs, like the BYDs and what have you. And also those electric buses. That's another crazy thing, isn't it? You've got the UK saying about sovereignty and all that. We can do this, we can do that. Battery Volt and all that, which failed and then got sold to an Australian firm. But you see, these flipping buses, the electric buses in the UK, they do about 450 miles on a charge. Well, they're being supplied by China. Not built by UK companies, no. Sovereignty, eh? Just like the passport, the so-called blue-black passport, which is designed in France and printed in Poland. Sovereignty. See, all these lines that are spewed by these right-wing nut jobs, they're literally that. They were just lies. There was never any intention. Everything goes to the lowest bid, really. Those who can supply at the cheapest price. And if it's abroad, isn't it? So we're going to be seeing a massive uptick in the EU on trade with the US. Now, the US last week raised its tariffs roughly to 18 billion on Chinese goods to protect American industries. See, that's logical. It makes sense. Export more, import less. Food security, for instance, we should be importing less, growing more, but we don't have ability to do so. What's up, Dora? I've got my dog in now. She's wondering what's going up my hair. She is, look. What's up, baby girl? You know, say hello, dear. Yeah, it's my blackboards. Got old school. Wally, no, don't sit on my blackboards. He's got to wipe it all off. Oh, there, all my notes. Oh, he licks bits at the same time. Lovely. Dogs, eh? Anyway, you tell me. Do you think the EU's economy is going all gun-ho? Because I do. And anyway, it's just counting. Toodaloo.